Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I am going to work on the cover, the main cover, excuse me, gotta move this box, for my traveler's notebook. So hope everyone's doing well and had a chance to do something creative today. Here's the inserts all stitched up and ready to go. There's the fabric that I want to line it with, I think. I'm not 100% certain that this plan of mine is going to work, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. So I have taken 3 layers of packing paper and I have glued them together with PVA glue. And so now I have a nice crunchy loud cover. And I have taken a piece of packaging and made a spine for the traveler's notebook, and I'm going to put eyelets in here. And since I don't usually get nice looking backs on the backs of my eyelets, I'm going to cover it with another piece of the packing paper, and then I think cover the whole inside with the fabric. This fabric. It's fun fabric. But we will see. We will see if this works, because as I said, I am not sure it's going to work. So let's get started and see what happens. Okay. Let's see. Take my crocodile and poke my holes here in the spine. Oh, easier said than done. My hands are not cooperating. Hold on. I think I'm going to have to hold this over closer to me so I can see it, but maybe not. Maybe I can do this here. Okay. All right. Is that you, Debbie, down by my feet, baby? Got my kitty sit in the window. And let's see. Is that you, Debbie, under my feet? Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie do. Okay, alrighty. Well, let's get this one. Oops. I can't do it if I can't see. It's got there we go. Now I got the little piece out of there. Now I can see, okay. So I have measured this and I hope they're going to be lined up-ish. That is my hope. This looked like I was going downhill. Oh well. I should have measured both top and bottom of the hole so it would be better at lining up, but that's okay. You know, I live in the world of ish, so it's all right. This is hard for me to do. Okay, Debbie, be good girl, baby. Don't get on my desk. No, my sweet bear. No, baby. No. Get on my desk. Go on. Go lay down, please. Go on. Go to your room and lay down. Go on. I know. I'm sorry brother's in your window. I'm sorry he's in your window. There's nothing I can do about it. Now go along. Move along, D-Bear. Move along, Devin. Move along. Okay. I always struggle to know which size of this I should be using. See, that's 2. That's 3. I don't know. I'm gonna go with 1. And this one? No. That's something else entirely. Well, you know, this is probably why my eyelets don't usually look very good. Operator error. But let's go ahead and give this a try before Debbie jumps up on my desk. So I want the rounded part on the outside and this part on the inside. Let me look at this again. Okay. No, Devin. No, my girl. Hi, can you get down, please, Debbie? Debbie, okay. No, you have to get down. Thank you. Oh, Debbie. Okay. Well, yes. See, not very pretty. But that side doesn't look bad. Okay, just 5 more to go. Whew. Hopefully without any additional Debbie interference. Ooh, no. That didn't work at all. Okay, now, how to fix that? Where are my pliers? I was a little anxious about doing this on camera, and I guess I should have been, because now I have a mess. I've never done that before. Where are my needle nose pliers? Pardon me, I cannot see for looking. These are scissors. These are my old needle nose pliers. I don't think these are strong enough. Pardon my reach. I don't think these are strong enough to... fix that or pull it out. I don't know. Let's see. What am I going to do? How am I going to get this out of here? Gosh, if I could find the... Oh, there went that fingernail. I know. So I shouldn't use my fingernails as tools. They are no longer strong enough to do that. Well, heck. Well, that's very disappointing, because I can't leave it in there. So I have to take it out because it is sticking up. Well, let's see. Can I try remashing it again? I don't know what I did. Obviously something I did incorrectly. Try. Okay, well, now at least it's flat. It's not great, but it's flat. Okay, now I'm very anxious. Whew. Okay, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oops. This is why I don't use this method very often. Because oops. I see, that's what I did before. Come on now. There we go. Hopefully. Mash. Okay. Oh, look at that one's beautiful. Could it be perhaps I'm finally getting the technique correct? I'm not holding my breath though. Let me just say. And I'm still covering everything up, so. Oh, see, that one's beautiful too. Obviously, I've been doing them upside down all this time. Well, I think I forget between times of using it, because I don't, as I said, I don't use them very often. Yeah, not bad. Oops. Go. This one here. Put it on this part. And feed it through there. Oh, this is definitely not a... There may be what not to do instead of a what to do. Okay, whew. Well, those look better than the top row. So, got them on here now. And that's okay. That one's a little misshapen, but that's okay. Alrighty. So, this is going to be short. Well, that's okay. I'm going to cover it with more packing paper. And I've got the packing paper big on on all sides so that I don't have to worry about it not sticking. Okay, let's get the PVA glue out. Pardon me, I had a glue goober. Okay, go down the center here, around here. On the sides here. Let's see, that's not far enough, I don't think, and it's, I'm sure, not enough glue. Oops, that's probably enough glue. Okay. Cover that up. Got my green cover on my mat because I knew this was going to be a messy process. And putting the fabric on will probably be a bit messy too because I'm going to use the PVA glue, I think, for that. Okay, well, sorry for all the trauma there. Whew. Sometimes things just don't really work like you hope they will. But that's okay. It's only paper. Let's see, where's my paper wipe? Let's wipe the mat off so we don't get it on the other side. So let's take this piece and where's my art glitter glue? I'm going to take some art glitter glue and do this top edge here, because I'm hoping that I can get that to kind of seal. I didn't really do that the right way. I should have given myself more paper top and bottom to create the seal. But live and learn. This is the first time I've ever done this, although I have been thinking about it for weeks. But as we all know, that's not the same as actually putting it together. Okay, so let's get it all mashed up in here. Really want to mash the top, mash the sides. Let's run this down here. Let's run this across here. Let's not cause the eyelets to come through the paper. Should have put more glue around the eyelets. That's okay. It is what it is now, so we'll work this all in. And then I will come back with the art glitter glue, my pin bathtub. Oops. Got my art glitter glue pin glued to my finger. Let's go along here just to make sure that's pretty well sealed, although I'm going to cover it with fabric. Okay. Now let's do this edge as well. Back in the art glitter glue. And then let's see, where did I put my awl? Okay, actually before I do that, let me go ahead and trim this bottom piece. And hope that that stays. Okay, now what I'm thinking I want to do is get my awl and re-poke the holes in here. That's very sharp there. I don't think that's hard enough to mash it over, is it? Yes, I need my hammer. Well, still not as smooth as I would like, but let's see now. Should I put something else over that since it's a little bit sharp? Yes, I do think I should put something else over that. Let me put another layer of this over the top there, just because that's quite sharp. And I don't want to cut myself. So let's do another layer of the packing paper. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to layer that over it too. Just to kind of try to make sure. Oh, there I am using the word kinda again. See? Old habits die hard, don't they? Oops. Okay. Let's spread this out. Fold this up. Yeah. Now that sharp edge is nicely ensconced in paper. And it looks like a patch now, but when I put the fabric over it, it won't show. Victor said, is that the FedEx guy? Been waiting for the FedEx guy all morning, and of course, now it's time for the delivery. But that's okay. Alrighty. So let me let that sit there for just a second. Let me grab my awl here behind me. I don't think my really wide awl is in here. I think this is just my narrow awl, but that'll work. Just want to re-poke the holes before I put the fabric on, so that they'll be easier to see when I put the fabric on, and easier to punch. So let's see. I don't think I can punch that with my crocodile. I don't know. Once you put the rivet in, I don't know. Not that size, maybe the smaller one. This is all just an experiment. Oh, well, yeah, the smaller one goes through. Of course, now I have my paper stuck in there. All right. Yep. There goes the FedEx guy. Or I assume it's our regular FedEx guy. That didn't punch cleanly, but that's all right. Just really hard to line it up. I don't think it's gonna work on this one. down. Nope, definitely not. Okay. Alrighty. Back to the original plan, which was to use the awl to remake the holes. Though I will say the hole punch did a nicer job. It didn't leave raggedy edges. But that's okay. I'm not going to hold raggedy edges against myself. It's okay, Kiki? See, these are all nice and round, so maybe. Oh, sorry. Unless you hold this at just the right angle, it's really hard to see. There we go. Of victory. Woohoo! Got that done. Okay, so there's this part. Let me glue this down a little better. And then let's see about the fabric. Now when I do the fabric, I could probably do that with the crocodile too, huh? Okay, so I have my piece of fabric here. And I've torn it, but one end is not as wide as the other end. Let's do this. And I'm not quite sure about how I'm going to, what I'm going to use as a closure for this. So we'll start on this end and work down towards this end, but I'm not going to glue this very end part down yet in case I want to put in a brad or something like that. So let's get the fabric scissors and make a little cut there. Cutting it a little bit long, but that's okay because we can fix that later, but I don't want to have to deal with this whole thing of fabric here. Okay, so I think what the plan is going to be now is I'm going to add the fabric, let it dry, and then come back and do the elastic inside and the closure. So I should be able to figure that out by then. So let's start on this end. And this, the PVA glue. So instead of being a 3-part series, this looks like it's going to be a 4-part series. I didn't think about lining it with fabric when I had the original idea for this, so this has come along during the creative process, and that adds time because I want it to dry before I mess too much with it. And I gotta go get the FedEx delivery, bring it in the house. It needs to come in out of the sun. So let's do this part. Lots of glue there. Okay, let's set this here. Let's take this side and match it up here. Ish. glue, getting glue everywhere. Everywhere. Hopefully enough glue where I actually wanted it to be. So I am sure that my packing paper would have been strong enough for this wraparound cover on its own, but I ran across this fabric when I was looking for something else, and I thought, well, isn't that fun? It just kind of screams travel, literally. Book your holidays. There you go. All right, oopsie. Let's do this. Where's the edge? There, that's good. Okay, now where do I want to stop down here? Put the clamp to remind me not to glue down all the way to the end. Okay. Do a bit more. Whoops. Slip sliding away, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see. You know, it always seems so much simpler inside your head when you're planning these projects. It just all goes very smoothly, and it's not any sort of a problem. We have fixed the problems, so not really problems, just challenges. Bit of a challenge. So let me do this. Oh, I should have smoothed that out first. It's all going to come through now, isn't it? Oh, darn. Well, that's what happens. That's what happens when I'm distracted. But that's okay. If it's really terrible, I'll just glue another layer over the top of it. Another layer of something else entirely. Let's see. How far down did I go? Now let's go to there. Okay. Well, this is what we have so far. Doesn't look too exciting, but I'm kind of excited about it. I think it's fun, and I think the little notebooks or little journals will fit in here really nicely, and then it'll wrap around and be very useful. I'm not gonna lay those on top of that because it's sticky. Sticky, very sticky, but it'll dry soon. It's very dry here. So, okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, and as always, I sincerely hope that you did. And if you've lasted and made it to the end, thank you so much for sticking through all that with me. And I hope you'll join me for the next part of this series. And if you enjoyed the video, leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and a comment. I would love to have a comment. And so for now, I think I will say bye-bye.